Hi, I'm Greg Vetter, oldest brother at Tessemae All Natural. So I'll go before a little bit of the company so you understand why we decided to go down this crazy ass journey. We grew up eating this one salad dressing every night. It was the same thing. It was olive oil, lemons, garlic, mustard, sea salt, only on romaine lettuce because as a bunch of wild young boys, that's all we would eat. And so every night it was the topic of conversation for three boys that just got done, shooting squirrels and tackling people. And we're like, oh, maybe you should add a little bit more lemon or perhaps some more salt. And then we played high school sports and college sports and professional sports. And the only thing they ever asked of my mom was bring the salad dressing. And at that time, it didn't have a name. And so one day I came home from work, I was doing employee benefits, and this 2-liter bottle of salad dressing was missing from my house. And so obviously, you don't misplace a 2-liter bottle of salad dressing. So I start looking around the house, and then I start calling people because I'm assuming somebody came in and took it. Finally, I get to this one guy, and he's the last person on the list because normally he eats fast food every day for lunch. And I said, hey man, random question. Did you come into my house and did you take my salad dressing? And he's like, sure did. Woke up, was jonesing for it, knew the code to your house, and now, I'm over at my house having a salad. So I call my mom and I said, you're not gonna believe this. The salad dressing was stolen and I'm gonna bottle it and start a company and I'm gonna get us into Whole Foods. And she laughed and she said, that's never going to happen. And I said, all right, when I get us in, will you go into business with me? And so she said, sure, Greg, whatever. And then she hung up the phone. So I then call the local Annapolis Whole Foods and I tell them that I'm a food manufacturer, which was not true. And so I finally get a meeting and I walk in on a Friday. It was super busy during lunch. We didn't have a bottle. We didn't have a label. We didn't have a name. I literally walked in with a Tupperware container of romaine lettuce with lemon garlic dressing on it. And the guy's like, okay, where's your packaging? And I said, dude, you're super busy. It's lunchtime. I brought you a salad. So he looks at me like I'm on drugs. And he just kind of takes this piece of wet lettuce out and he licks it off. And he goes, you have something really special here. You need to call the regional office. And so I do the same thing with the regional office. They give me 200 pages of paperwork to actually become a food manufacturer. I Google my way through that. And then we get in for the grand opening of the Annapolis Whole Foods, and we set a national sales record with Whole Foods. We sold 660 bottles in 4 days in one store. And so that's how we got our start. Is my mom's nickname. So her full name's Teresa. My dad's from Southern Ohio, and she went to a wedding. I think Mary Henry was being married. And so it was the first time she met my dad's brothers. And she's like, hi, I'm Teresa. And my dad's older brother goes, not in these parts, you're not. You're Tessemae. And then it's stuck. I believe in leading by example. So Wild as Hell started with me. And then it went down to Brian and Matt. The management of all of the energy that we have, it just comes down to focus and planning. And so I don't contain it. We don't change it. If you ever walk into our facility, you will experience all of that energy. It's just focused, and we're all working towards the same goal. And so the one thing I don't ever want to do is I don't ever want Brian to not be who he is. I never want Matt to not be who he is, and that's probably why our titles are set up the way that they are, so that we don't get lost into, the hoopla of building a brand or building a company. With me being the chief executive officer, it's oldest brother and we're all working as a team or as a family to get this done.